Yeah, and then I guess from there that led us to the Cena promo.
Yeah.
Which is I don't know. For some reason tonight he kind of had more of that chip on his shoulder kind of accent going. I don't know why. Sometimes he'll do a promo and it'll be all goofy, and then like
Chip
tonight.
on chip on his chip on his shoulder. He's the favorite in this match.
Yeah, but I mean,
Anybody at
he kind of like the way he like like kind of like a gangster accent in some ways, and,
Oh.
like if you know what I mean, like the way he accented his words.
I think it's funny though. I mean, this is a negative to 3 hour Raw. I thought the crowd was great at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I noticed that the cheers or any reaction got less and less as the show went
Yeah.
on. Because when Cena came out, it whatever very
Momentum.
active crowd you had at the beginning
Yeah.
was dead. It felt
Yeah.
like. I mean, it felt like it was gonna be a very pro Daniel Bryan crowd,
Yeah.
and I still thought it was. But I felt like at this point, a lot of people just started getting exhausted and.
And I remember in the beginning, like in the opening segment, like people like really wanted to hear what Vince and like everyone was quiet
Yeah.
because sometimes they wanted to really hear what they had to say.
Yeah.
And then they cheer when they needed to, but like then here you just got like a bunch of people talking, and because they're not going really silent at times because they really want to hear what Cena had to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the
I mean,
and he mentioned the whole thing about like he never changed like throughout his career. He always came out and been the same the same
He
guy.
was- what
If you remember.
was it? What I'm sorry. Does John not remember in development when he was called the was it the
Prototype? Yeah.
Prototype. Yeah, I mean, was that is he trying to say that he's still the prototype?
Yeah.
Then why not call yourself the
Or,
prototype?
yeah, or I mean, even when he would come out and he'd be doing his raps on people, and
That's what I'm saying.
he'd be a major,
What are
he'd be
you
a
talking about?
heel.
The same? Okay, yeah. In the last 5 years, maybe, or 6-7 years,
Yeah.
7. I'll go 7 or 6 probably. You've been wearing the same, bright colored T-shirts and that.
Yeah,
And
it's been changing
but
colors.
he's never been the same guy since day one.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, hell, when he debuted, he was this, baby face that just said, "Well, I run on ruthless aggression," and
Yeah.
that, he just wore like the stereotypical like shorts and that, and
Yeah.
had like no character. Then he turned heel and played like this rapper, which was unique at the time.
It was yeah. I mean, there was.
I mean, it was unique. It was, I mean, they really never. I mean, I think they did rapper gimmicks in the past, but this one actually felt legitimate.
Yeah.
Like, see, it would actually come out and actually do legitimate
His
raps.
theme song, his theme songs were rap songs.
But not that, he would do like freestyle contests with some of the guys too.
Yeah.
Like, there's like classic ones of him and Big Show and Kurt Angle.
Well, with Kurt Angle, yeah.
Like the freestyle rapping in it. So I mean, but to say that I've been the same guy since day one, yeah,
No.
you might have been John Cena when you came in, but you were not John Cena today.
That we know
when you
today,
came
yeah,
in.
that we've known. Yeah.
Because if you were, a lot of fans would have been like, who does this guy think he is here, thinking he's the big shot already in the
Yeah.
company? You just debuted. Because really, that's what I feel like all Cena's character is right now, is that I'm the top guy.
Yeah.
And to say, oh, well, that's
Nobody-
that's
yeah.
that was my gimmick since the beginning. I walked in like I own the place. Like, what debut have you been watching?
Yeah.
In the beginning, all you did was play. I mean, as far as maybe being the underdog, yeah, you kind of played that off a lot of times because a lot of times when he was a heel, he'd face guys who people thought, oh, this guy's gonna lose because here's this guy in stupid baggy,
Yeah.
shorts and
Or jean shorts.
yeah,
and-
stupid baggy jean shorts, wearing wearing like old jerseys and that, like sports
Yeah.
jerseys and that, and like a stupid cap on his head.
Big chain.
Yeah, a big big chain because he's
The cap, of course, turned backwards
Oh.
most of the time.
Well, actually, I think at one point he came out. He was wearing like a headband at one point too, like a
Yeah.
sweatband like on his forehead.
Yeah.
So for him to say I've been the same since
Right.
day one, I don't know what he's looking at.
Right. Yeah. And then another thing, like he brings up, like, well, there's like chants going on. You can't wrestle chants.
Yeah.
And he like starts talking about like with those chants he starts talking about like I've been champion 11 times and I didn't it's not I never got lucky or anything, and it's like, well, it's not like they're saying like you're not a good not
Entertainer.
a high rated main event superstar the
Yeah.
past 8 years or whatever.
The-
They're saying that
I think
most of the time we watch you do like the same, the same few moves and everything.
well, yeah. I mean, well, that too, and I don't think and John's not a technical wrestler, and
Right.
that's fine. Austin wasn't a technical wrestler. The Rock was a technical wrestler, and these guys had fine careers in that. And John's had great matches. I mean, CM Punk, I think, is still his best match. I'm talking about the Money in the Bank one. That's still, to this day, the best John Cena match I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Though I think this Daniel Bryan one could top that.
It could.
Because there's some who say Daniel Bryan is a better worker than CM Punk.
Yeah.
Even. So I don't know. We'll see what happens at SummerSlam with that.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. I do like the fact that even Bryan is acknowledging the fact that if he wants to beat John Cena, he's got to make him tap out.
Yeah.
So even Bryan is now acknowledging
what the fans are
the importance of not only beating John Cena, but how you beat him too.
Yeah.
Can really legitimize.
I wonder if that's setting everybody up for a major disappointment, or I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, the thing with it's like WWE like either thinks we're stupid or they're blind when they have Cena say, oh, I didn't get lucky 11-time champion, etc.
Well, no. I think WWE's problem is that even though they know this is their top guy, and even though Cena has said 100 million times that he does not care about the crowd chants are, Vince McMahon does care what the crowd chants are, because this does reflect on television.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the main concerns at WrestleMania was they did not want to see WrestleMania end with a chorus of boos towards John Cena, because this is their Super Bowl.
And they even played, and I remember they even played WrestleMania up like, oh, it's 50-50 crowd, Rock and Cena. And it's like more like 95-5, if you ask me. Like, everyone was chanting.
Well, that's the thing there, too. I mean, like, I think the Someone's we brought that up there. It's a... Hell, I think even one time, like the Raw before WrestleMania, like Cena came out and Michael Cole's like, "This is 50-50 crowd," and Cole even got like criticized on the radio show.
Are you kidding me?
And Michael Cole's actually, I think even the same guy as John Cena. And Cena's excuse is, well, a lot of my fans are little kids, so I think they got intimidated by the loud adults in the room. It's like, okay, well, that's a good excuse, but trust me, John, if they're there, we hear them on television just as well. It's like you hear the deep voices, Cena sucks, and you hear like this little, "Let's go, Cena!"
Right? Yeah.
I mean, you can tell they're kids. By how tiny the squeaky voices are.
Yeah, and it's even more funny when they go to some arena and you hear, and it seems like maybe 10 kids are chanting, "Let's go, Cena," and then you just get this, it seems like everybody else in the building, Cena sucks.
Look,
when they chant with the yes chants, everybody.
And look, Cena has said countless of times, and like I said, let's also keep in mind here, Cena is part of a lot of programs that WWE has never had, I believe has really never been in contact with, and really no superstar has ever Make a Wish.
Yeah.
The guy's pretty much John Cena is pretty much the poster child for that whole program.
Yeah.
The Susan G. Komen Foundation, the breast cancer awareness, he's pretty much a sponsor for that. I mean, so he's not going to turn bad guy.
Yeah.
When you're involved
right now, at least.
Right now. I mean. Now, like I said, I think it was some former wrestler has like a podcast too brought it up. He says but Cena pretty much saying that how he thinks that because he turns bad guy, character turns bad, that people gonna turn it as, well, in real life he's a bad person.
Yeah. Because
I'm talking about that, I think he brought like Al Pacino. This one guy brought up on the radio. He's like, well, that's like saying like Al Pacino. You tell me if he works for Susan G. Komen, tell me that Susan G. Komen is going to drop him as a sponsor because Al Pacino in one movie decides to play a bad guy.
Yeah.
You tell me they're not going to say, well, no, they're going to say, no, he's acting.
Yeah.
This isn't Al Pacino in real life.
Yeah.
So even when Cena says, well, that's going to interpret maybe negatively in real life for me, it's like, aren't you just playing a character? I mean, we get it. This is kind of you in real life in that. But, okay, then do the opposite if you turn a bad guy. Don't play yourself then.
Yeah.
Play the complete opposite of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, and the whole point of WWE too is to suspend disbelief and get lost in the product. And I mean, and at the same time everybody knows, who real life.
Yeah.
How they, John Cena has all this stuff going on with, he just granted his 350th wish in the Make a Wish Foundation or
I
whatever.
mean, I'd say
saw
it too.
That's
He's
great.
granted the most wishes out of any
Yeah.
celebrity in a landslide.
We're gonna
It's not
know
even
that.
close.
Yeah. If he turns heel, it's not like we're gonna not know that. It's not it's so yeah. But
I
yeah.
mean, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to turn this into. I really do not want to be like turn this into a John Cena bashing show because I really don't. I really hate people who do that.
Yeah.
It's like what does he turn heel in at? It's like I can go a million times. I can show you how much money he brings into the company.
Right now, yeah.
I mean, the only thing that really like I think pisses they're just the crowd reactions. There's nights when they feel like this is their top guy and he's getting booed out of the building.
Yeah.
This doesn't look this doesn't look come across well for business. But as far as merchandise and bringing in the money,
that's the unfortunate reality.
John's beating everybody by a landslide at this stage in the game.
So I mean, the lesson here: if you want, buy other people's merchandise. Don't buy.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. I mean, the stupid guys who bought the Cena suck shirts are like, or have to be some of the stupid because it's like that still counts. That counts as merchandise towards John Cena.
Yeah.
I mean, that's money towards John Cena's pocket.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you don't like the guy, then don't buy his merchandise.
Yeah, and that's.
I mean, that's like me being an Eagles fan, and I'm going to buy a Tom Brady jersey.
Yeah.
Because, and then out of curiosity, I'm going to put a tape over it and put Tom Brady sucks on it. I'm still a dumbass. Because I still bought a Tom Brady jersey, and it's still money going towards Tom Brady.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
But, so, the people who wear the Cena suck shirts have to be the stupidest idiots, morons on the planet. Because they don't understand the fact that that they're not really that they're not the solution. They're still part of the problem.
Yeah, I haven't seen as many of them since obviously for obvious.